already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Room here to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Trubisky will throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run on second down with Cohen. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 36. Lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on second and 13. Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, 40 got. Slam.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check three.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Blue 60. All day, baby, all day. Zebra. 58. Zebra. 6 man. Smooth. Check curls. Pick the edge.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Double right. 58, right? 22. Mike, 58, right? Five. That's a slip. Twist.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set. Blue 60. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Monday.
On first down, Stafford here. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey. 45. 10.
To throw is Stafford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
32.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit! Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, ball.
They will run for the first time here with White. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
51, Mike 51. Back to run.
On second down now, it's White. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the 8.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Nifty move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
To throw on third down, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. "51 yards on the punt there, and the Bears take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Johnson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. A 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Alert! Check Mike 45. Easy! 45's the mic. 45's the mic. You better be a shot.
On third down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
First down, Chicago.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Lady! Check 45 to Mike. Go. Big 20.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey. I'm going to run you over. 45's the mic. We own this.
Stafford on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey! Move! Move! 50-50. Mike, 28. Run it! Mike, 28. Watch the run. They're running.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
53. Ready. 58's the mark. Down to lose one. Pilot, 64. Weak. 0.
To the air again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Easy alert.
To throw again. Stafford is going to fire one deep. Middle into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
You go tight. 10. Check safety.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down at Stafford. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
59! 45, Mike, 45. You ain't going nowhere. Check, 45 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Check, 280, 11. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45.
Stafford on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Middle. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, easy. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
At the Bears' 5-yard line.
Set, 180. I got one. Easy, alert. 25 to the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Hey. Watch the screen. 45, Mike, 45. Not here. Get on.
Stafford escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And some room to roam now. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards.
And the Bears first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal.
180. 57. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
All day, every day, any day. Kill. Hey, alert. Hey, 18.
Trubisky will throw. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13, it's a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 22! Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Let's go.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 11 yards there. First down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense. All day.
On first and 10, Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Eddie Jackson with the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
280.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Easy, easy. Hey, 70.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey. Check in. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Lions.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll find Miller. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern?
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the fourth quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to White. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Check, 43. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Move. 51 the mark, boy. 51. Watch the screen. Pass. Jump. Runner, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50. Jump. Stop your body.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 13. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing here, Stafford. Open man is Kirk, complete. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting on field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go to Johnson again. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have taken the lead now over the Dolphins. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Lions, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first win on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.